I've been waiting for you.
Me? Why me?
You were on a quest, no?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wrong answer.
What?
I ask you a simple question. Are you on a quest or not on a quest? The answer should be yes or no. I mean, a man should know if he's on a quest or not, right?
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess yes.
Good. Do you know what this is?
A Japanese katana.
Correct. A true katana, legend has it, is nearly unbreakable.
Are you asking me to test something?
Yeah, you know that guy in that movie, X-Men, The Origins?
Yeah.
That guy, what's his name? He cuts an oncoming bullet in half with a katana.
Yeah,
pretty freaking
Yeah, it
wild,
was
right?
real cool, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, you really think that would happen for real like that?
Well, this is a dream, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then who are you?
I'm you. Your inner you.
Really?
No, man, what's the matter with you? You're inner you. You crack me up. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're inner you.
Yeah.
This is just a dream.
Yeah, okay.
But really, I would like you to check out that katana and the sword thing test, okay? Because I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Now's the part when the big spiders come out.
No, I don't like spiders.
Come on, it's a dream. It's got to get weird at some point.
No! Get him off of me! This episode of Hollywood Weapons, we're testing X-Men Origins. I hate spiders. All right. Do you love TV and movies as much as I do? Yeah, of course you do. And you sometimes find yourself asking, come on, man, can you really do that? Well, guess what? We're gonna put Hollywood to the test. This is Hollywood Weapons. Man, I had a really weird, scary dream last night, but it did give me a good idea for a test.
Coffee, senor?
What are you doing here?
Pouring you coffee. Do you want to see a menu?
Yeah, you know I do. Let's see what's on this menu. Now, swords have been in Japan for a long time, but the katana as we know it has been a revered symbol of the samurai since about the 1400s. So much so that they believe the spirit of the warrior was contained within the blade. Now, these things took weeks to make. They were considered a sacred art accompanied by Shinto rituals.
Do you know what do you want?
World peace. My own little pony. I'm just kidding, man. Egg station omelet with turkey bacon.
Excellent choice.
All right, as I was saying, so the bullet's from an AK-47, which means it's a 7.62 by 3.9 with a velocity of 2,350 feet per second and a 123 grain full metal jacket projectile. So what does that mean? Well, relatively speaking, it's small, it's pointed, and it's traveling really fast, so this ain't gonna be easy. Now, in the scene, Reynolds uses that katana to split that incoming bullet, and the pieces fly off and take out the two bad guys behind and to the side of him. So, can you really do that? Also, can the blade take the kinetic energy of that round? And where's my omelet? I ain't got time to waste. I gotta see Larry. I'm on a quest. Oh, bro. Oh my God, this is so good. Hi, Larry.
Oh, man. Terry, what are you doing?
No time for chit-chat, brother. I'm on a quest.
What kind of quest? To give me a heart attack?
That's funny. No. I need to see if a katana can split an incoming bullet in half.
Where'd you get that one from?
X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Dude, I had this dream last night. Are you afraid of spiders? Forget it. Thoughts on the test?
You do realize how unique a katana is, right? It's not just your average long curved sword.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it means in Japanese, long, curved sword.
Where did you get that from? Wikipedia? It's a unique piece of art. A national treasure, and of course, you want to shoot bullets at it.
Ah, that's funny because look, right here I happen to have a copy of the Larry Encyclopedia that you wrote. I'm gonna turn to katana. Okay, what'd you write?
Well, a katana is, like I said, a national treasure in Japan. It's not only special because of the type of metal that's used in it, but the differential heat treat, the way that it's quenched, and of course, each one is an individual because of how many different folds of metal are in them.
Not bad. How many folds?
Well, that depends on the sword, Terry. 10 folds will get you over 1,000 layers. 20 folds can get you over 1,000,000 layers in each sword.
You're good. That's a lot of folds.
Yes, it is.
Do you think this is gonna work?
You know, I really don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to test it, right? Why don't you go see my friend Tony Swanton? He's Hollywood's master bladesmith. I'll send you his contact here. And in the meantime, unlike you, I have a real job. I need to go to work, so get out of my car.
A pleasure, as always. I head out to see Tony Swanton, a master sword builder for film and television. He's happily agreed to show me how to make a Japanese katana. All right, man, just let me know what I got to do to not lose a finger.
I'll try and be as safe as possible. I mean, our motto here is safety third.
Oh, I like you guys already. After firing up the forge, Tony shows me the process of hammering and folding hot iron into layers, and he then shapes the blade and grinds it down, creating a Japanese-style katana. Wow, amazing, man.
It was a fun day.
Thank you for taking the time and trusting me not to mess anything up. But I gotta ask you the question: you got a sword for me to do this?
No.
What? Really?
It would take me a week to finish this up to a degree that would work for you. You know what? I have a friend who's a shodan, which is a sensei, a master martial artist with edged swords.
I'll take it, man. I'll go get him.
All right, cool.
Where is he?
Just around the corner.
Hey, boss.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I need to see a man. I need to see a man about a sword.
I know a guy. Come with me.
Hey, have we ever met before?
Could be. Sensei, someone here to see you.
Thank you, Vinny-san.
Listen.
Larry, what the?
Please, Terry, a little respect. In this environment, you may address me either as Larry-san or, in your case, Sensei.
Hi, Sensei. You're Shodan in Eishin Ruiai.
I am.
Why didn't you tell me this?
You never asked.
You got me. You finally got me. Do you have a sword for us to use?
I do indeed have a sword.
Before we do all that, you gotta show me some of this technique. It's amazing.
Sure, let me show you a few more cuts.
Sensei, I am humbled and impressed. You are like an onion. Just keep peeling back the layers.
Thank you. I think. Anyway, I gotta finish my workout. Why don't you go up front? Vinny-san will get you your sword.
Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna need this back in the exact same condition in which you take it.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm serious about this.
I'm telling you, we've met before.
I got one of those faces.
I'm still trying to process what just happened in there. By the way, done a little of my own research. I've got a great interview set up, so don't go away. Larry. All right, so when my good buddy Joe Mantegna found out that we were going to be testing X-Men, he said I got to talk to Agent Zero himself, Daniel Henney, who's also the newest member of the Criminal Minds cast. Man, thank you so much. Kamsahamnida.
Oh, yeah, Chamaneo.
Chamaneo.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you're busy, man, you're a busy dude. And first of all, you've got a great international career, you know, back and forth to Korea, but how's it feel to be part of, like, you know, the X-Men family?
It was crazy. I mean, I was at the time, I just done a couple films in Korea. I was up and coming. Did this movie in Korea called My Father about this soldier, American soldier, that went to Korea to find his family. Cut to Hugh Jackman saw that movie in a festival. Gives us a call. I get a call from Fox and Hugh and all these guys, and they're like, "What do you think about being an X-Men?"
Yeah, let me think about it.
You know, I'm gonna need some time.
Yeah, I have to talk to some people. Yeah. Oh, it's great, man, and you're really cool in it. Yeah. So, you know, in your movie, you know, Ryan Reynolds' character, he actually takes that katana and he ends up splitting that bullet, and it ends up taking out two guys. So we're gonna see if that works. What do you think? Just ballpark figure? Is it possible?
I got to go with a hard no on that one.
Yeah.
I got to go with a real hard no.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I mean, to get it perfect would be the trick. And I think that even if it does, if it hit the blade right, the ricochet could be extremely dangerous.
Were you there when Ryan Reynolds did that? What was that like with that test? Must have been fun just to even just be around it.
It was so fun with those guys. Ryan ad-libbed so much. He had us cracking up on set constantly. But at the end of it, you know, with the swords, I mean, that man practiced a lot. He spent hours and hours and hours practicing on the side with the swords. Anytime we're shooting a different scene, you'd see Ryan over on the side.
That's awesome.
On some mat, just working the sword, because you got to get it right, because it has to get to the point where you don't have to think about it.
Thank you. Kamsahamnida.
Chamaneo.
Have fun with Criminal Minds.
I will.
I can't wait to watch you.
All right, thanks
again,
everybody.
man. Thanks to Daniel Henney for the insight. Now I'm off to see Larry at ISS, the world's leading prop house, to talk about how the heck we do this. I like what I see. You've been working pretty hard here.
Well, anything involving you is usually working pretty hard, Terry.
Good point.
Anyway, I've reviewed the scene, and obviously the Reynolds character in an overhead cut slices through the oncoming bullet. Now, we can't really shoot a bullet at you, so we're going to have the blade set up stationary, and we'll shoot the round at the blade. This will be the blade here, set up stationary. Obviously, the bad guys are about 8 feet to the rear, 10 to 12 feet apart. We'll replace them, of course, with ballistic gel dummies. The gun will be over here, tied down to some kind of sled or rest, so it'll be stationary, because quite literally, we may only get one shot at this.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I've been doing this with you long enough. I suspect you have something up your sleeve.
Well, here's the thing. This 7.62 by 39 round, shooting it at a blade similar to this, it's going to be like splitting a hair.
It's a razor.
It's a razor edge.
I get it.
It's going to be hard to even visually pick up the blade. So whether we miss it or whether we don't split it in half, I don't know what's going to happen. Backup test would be something like this, a larger caliber round, 1911 shooting 45 ACP. I think the larger surface area will probably give us a better chance of splitting the round in half.
I dig it. My man. See you at the range tomorrow?
I will be there.
It's range day, and the crew has begun to set up the test for this iconic scene. But before we pull the trigger, we need to sight in that AK-47.
Fire at will.
That's a good group.
So we've got a good
That's
group.
encouraging.
We can definitely get the blade within that realm there. I think we'll clear the gun, and then we'll get the blade in position, and we'll be good to go.
My man. Larry, I'm so excited. All right, what's up?
Okay, well, as you can see, or maybe
Barely
you can't see, we actually have a katana there, and it's knife edge presented towards us, lined up exactly with the 3-round group that we shot prior. There's a round in the chamber, we've got the lanyard, and the range is yours.
Ancient Japanese proverb says, don't try this at home. Let's go. We're testing a scene from X-Men to see if you can split a bullet in midair with a katana. We've sighted in the AK, and now we're ready for the big test. Ancient Japanese proverb says, don't try this at home. Let's go.
Look at this.
Broken
so
sword.
Hit was just about where...
Larry.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Careful with that. That's still
it's
sharp,
sharp as heck.
obviously. That's the tip of the blade. And you know, the thing about the samurai sword is that you've got two different kind of rigidities going on. The blade edge itself is much tougher and harder than the flexible spine. But we've hit this blade with so much muzzle energy that the vibration actually traveled all the way up the blade and just vibrated off and just snapped it right off. Pretty darn amazing. But we actually hit it. And you can see the dent right there. Now we got to see what the effect was on the target.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we've got we did shatter the bullet too, because we've got 1, 2, we got a third hole there.
Right here.
And actually we got a fourth hole right there. That's actually a fragment.
It is, you can see it. Conclusion.
Well, I mean, I think we have to peg this at about somewhere between a 65 and a 75% chance of success here, because we actually took the 7.62 39 round. The point on that is like a knife edge, right? And we hit a knife edge that was suspended just out there in space.
Right.
We didn't hit the bad guys, right? But the Ryan Reynolds character, he was being shot at with this AK-47, so he's still alive. He managed to save himself by deflecting that with a samurai sword.
Ryan Reynolds is a ninja.
There you go.
All right. Are we done?
Not really. I have one other thing I'd like to try. So I got a 1911 here, larger caliber bullet. We might have a better chance of actually splitting it in two.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, man, you are the best. That was so good. Switching to the 1911 and 45 ACP, which is a fatter, slower round, gives us a better chance of splitting a bullet. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, our samurai's waiting.
So we have some rounds loaded up here in our 1911, 45, like we said, much larger diameter. Hopefully give us a better chance of actually cleaving the bullet in half.
Okay.
Range is hot, fire at will.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh, we got it! Well, hey, listen. It didn't split it, but that dude's dead.
So again, just like with the AK-47, except this time it went left, right?
Right.
We saw we could deflect the bullet, and we actually hit close to where the target area was for our bad guy. So can you deflect the bullet and hit the bad guy?
Yes.
We could. But let's go ahead and take another shot at it again and see if we can actually cleave the bullet.
Yeah, because with that little variance with that group, we still could hit straight on the blade.
Yeah.
So let's go. You ready?
Ready when you are. Just about the same spot, just above the bullseye. We've got another hit there, right in the white ring. Okay, well, we hit it.
Hey, hit the blade again.
We definitely hit the blade again. And we are clear on the gun. So let's go downrange and take a peek at the target. Okay.
Wow, man. That was really great.
That's pretty amazing. And actually, you can see the dead-on, it actually chipped the cutting edge, but it still maintained its integrity, you know, which is really kind of amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, actually, that slammed right there.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple of ones that were just like right along the side, which we saw in the AK as well. But...
Absolutely. So here's the thing, too, that we got to remember. We're not doing it exactly like in the movie.
Right.
In the movie, he's got control over the blade and actually has a slashing motion down on it.
Right.
Here, the blade is totally stationary. So the bullet's able to kind of push off the blade and go left and right. If you were actually cutting it in midair, you'd have a much more defined split on the bullet. And I think that's what we're seeing here, since we've gotten both, you know, hits to the left. I mean, this is phenomenal, right? Because this is a bad guy.
Right in the middle of him.
Right in the middle of him. We hit the guy right there. Same thing with that hit.
Great test. That was worth, by the way, doing the 45 and the pistol, because I think it still proves the idea that this is doable. I wouldn't want to do it.
If you're a superhero,
if you're Ryan Reynolds,
you could actually do this.
Dude, well done, man.
Good job.
That was awesome. X-Men put to the test. That was one for the books. I'd like to thank my team and, of course, the incomparable Larry Zanoff for making this one fun, safe, and really enlightening. Also, big thank you to Tony Swatton and Daniel Henney, giving me excellent knowledge and some real experience. What did we learn today? Ryan Reynolds is a ninja. Also, If you're good enough and lucky enough and that blade is what it needs to be, you could potentially deflect a bullet, maybe not kill the guys behind you, but you could save your life, and that was a great test. If you're watching a screen and you think to yourself, can you really do that? Reach out to us at outdoorchannel.com/HollywoodWeapons, and maybe, just maybe, we'll put that to the test. Also, I learned something this episode. If you want to know if your friends are good at something, you should probably just ask them. Larry.